guys, welcome to my channel. As you may know from the title, I auditioned for The Voice. The Voice. Who do I think I am? No, but seriously, I auditioned for The Voice, and I'm just gonna explain how that went, what my experience was, and what the results were, and yeah, so stay tuned. Alright, so I auditioned for The Voice yesterday. A friend of mine sent me a email and she's like, hey, look at this, check this out. So I'm like, okay, what is it? And it was a link to The Voice's NBC page, and yeah, that's pretty much that. So I was like, why not? Like, you never know, right? So immediately I signed up, I got all of my information submitted, and I was psyched. I was so psyched. So yeah, I told a couple friends, a couple family members, but I kind of just didn't want to make a big deal out of it because I'm like, what if I don't make it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I ended up telling close friends and family members that I was auditioning before the audition actually happened. And yeah, that was that. I actually didn't even find songs that I wanted to, like, set songs that I actually wanted to sing. I knew I was gonna sing for my audition until maybe 3 days prior to my audition day. And it was just because, like, I'm just really picky, and I'm really, like, I'm a perfectionist at most, and I need to know that I know the song like the back of my hand. I know the melodies of the song, I know all the lyrics, I know I have it down pat, right? So the two songs that I chose were Ascension by Jhené Aiko, and of course I had to do a Beyonce song, and it was Disappear from her Sasha Fierce album. So I finally chose my songs. I practiced maybe all day Friday, and then I practiced some Thursday, and then Saturday came. It's raining. Saturday came, and I basically I was so nervous. Like, the morning of the audition, my eye was pink. I'm like, oh my god, I have pink eye, oh my god. Didn't have pink eye. It was just irritated. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be late. Like, it was just all this stuff that was just happening. I was kind of like betting against myself, and I was kind of feeling discouraged. But I'm like, you know what, Jaleesa, you're gonna do this. You're gonna see this through. Like, you've worked hard. You worked hard, and this is something that's really important to you. So you're gonna see this through, and nothing is gonna stop you from going to this audition, pink eye or not. So I went to audition, and I got there like 6:40. Got there at 6:40. Audition time was 7 o'clock, and there was already a long line going from the door entrance of the festival hall at Navy Pier to like the garage, the parking garage. It wraps all the way around the parking garage. Luckily, I got there like early enough, but it was still like a lot of people there. And as we waited for about an hour before we actually got inside of the building, the festival hall, I saw the line grow longer. The line just got longer and longer and longer. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's so many people. And I felt nervous because some people had their family members, some people had their like significant others had their like little kids were there. I'm like, are they performing? These kids are like 4 and 5 years old. I don't think so, but yeah, so I was just so nervous. I didn't really have anyone to talk to, so I just had my headphones in, going over my songs, make sure I know all the lyrics and the runs and everything like that. So I was warmed up at 6:30, ready to go and audition, right? Wrong. What actually happened was that I didn't audition until about 11:45. Yeah, 11:45. And it was kind of just like one of those things where I was just like, oh my god, really? Really, I'm so tired of standing. My body got so sore, so sore. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like trying to stretch. I took my backpack off. I took my purse. I wish I could take these off, but I can't. So it was just, oh my God. I was standing for like 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours. My body just couldn't take it anymore. Anyway, long story short, it was a lot of standing. Finally got to sit down after I checked in and got my wristband. I finally got to sit down. It was so funny because there was this guy holding like a lightsaber up. And he was like, they're like, just follow the guy with the lightsaber. He'll show you where to sit. So I'm like, all right, cool. He had this lightsaber and he was holding it in the air the whole time until at least everyone got seated, right? I'm like, I would hate to be him. I know his arm is tired. I know his arm is sore. Like, I would hate to be him. Yeah, so after that, we were sitting down and it was about 10 o'clock finally. 10 o'clock had hit. And one of the producers came down and she looked so good in her little yellow jumpsuit and her cute little boots. And she was like, you guys ready? We're all like, woo! And then she's like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a little battle. So we're like, okay. And then she picked two of the guys who had guitars, and one was from Michigan, the other one was from Baltimore, but he had a lot of twang in his voice. Like, he was like, yeah, my name's Dwayne. I'm like, okay, Dwayne, you ain't from Chicago. So they basically had like a friendly little competition, a friendly little battle. And Dwayne, he sang his little country song. And then I forgot, Caleb, that's the other guy's name, Caleb. I forgot what song he sang, but he was good. He had his little runs and he did some falsetto and it was cute. It was good. And then after that, she was like, all right, we're gonna vote now. Who was your favorite? Or whatever she said. And she was like, Dwayne. Everybody was like, woo. And then she was like, Caleb. Everybody was like, woo. And then she was like, let me tell you something. You both were great. You both did such a great job that you're both getting a call back. And then Caleb just sprints, like he just takes off. And he's like running. He didn't run around the whole venue, but he like ran down the aisle of chairs and then he ran back and he was like, oh my God. He just had a lot of energy. And I'm just like, bro, I wish I had this much energy. I've been up since 5 o'clock and it's 10 a.m. now. So he had a lot of energy. Started calling groups to go up and audition, and I saw this group that was slowly getting bigger and bigger of people, and they were just like supporting each other, and they were like singing with each other, and they were like listening to each other sing, and like everyone was applauding one another, and it just felt so good to just see that. I'm like, this is great. This is awesome. Like, I love seeing people, especially like when we're all chasing a dream that's like the same. I love seeing people just build on top of each other and just supporting one another, because often you see people trying to tear each other down, or people who aren't nice because they might think that you're better than them or they're better than you, and you know how that whole story can go. So it was just so refreshing. I mean, it was my first audition, but it was still just so refreshing just to see that, because I was nervous. I'm sure all of those people were nervous, and they put aside their nerves, and they're like, look, this is what we're gonna do, this is how we're gonna support each other, let's do it. So I went over and I heard some people sing, and I was like, okay, all right. And I went to the bathroom, came back, and then they were like, all right, our group's going next. I'm like, oh my God, okay. We're finally going up. Yeah, finally went upstairs after waiting in another line, and I sat down. They're like, just find an empty seat anywhere. So I'm like, okay, cool. Found an empty seat, and I saw this girl. Her name was Alyssa, and she was praying, and I kept interrupting her because I didn't know she was praying until the second time I interrupted her. I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She was like, it's okay, I'm done. And we chatted a little bit, and then there was this other guy, his name was David, and this other girl, her name was Ashley, and we just chatted a little bit, and we said, you know, we just discussed how this was our first time and what we did, and yeah, so all of that fun stuff. Then this producer came up to us and he was like, all right, I'm gonna pick 4 more people to go next. So how about you four? And it was me, David, Ashley, and Alyssa. And so he took our paperwork, he took our wristbands, and then we finally went inside. So once we got inside, one of the producers was sitting at the little desk, and she had her laptop out, and she's like, "Good morning, how are you guys feeling?" And we're like, "Good." She's like, "Okay, I'm gonna explain how this is gonna go. So you guys are gonna come up, you're gonna stand on a taped line, and then you're gonna tell me something about yourself. I'll ask you a question, you answer it, and then you can start singing. You don't have to sing the whole song, blah, blah, blah. But when I put my hand up, that means stop." So the first couple people go, and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm just so nervous. Like, I'm nervous. And then she's like, Jolie. I'm like, Jaleesa, that's me. Don't struggle with my name. I know it's pretty, hard to read, but Jaleesa, that is me. She was like, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Chicago. And then she goes, okay, well, what are you gonna sing for me today? And then I told her, I'm like, I'm gonna sing Ascension by Jhené Aiko. She's like, okay. So after that, I just closed my eyes and I visualized myself breathing. And I had to take 2 long, deep breaths. And I just started. I just went for it. And as I started to sing, my heart started to beat faster. So I had to like just calm myself. And even now talking about it, my hands are sweating. Like, I was just so nervous, but after I did it, I was so proud of myself. I like had a feeling of accomplishments, like just crossing it off my list and feeling like I wanted to go further. Like, this can't be it. There has to be more. Like, I'm ready, basically. So once everyone went and auditioned, she basically gave us our results, and she was like, unfortunately, I won't be choosing anyone from this group for a callback, but thank you so much for coming, and keep going with your singing journey and your singing career or whatever. So I was disappointed a little bit. You know, I was like, what did I expect, you know? I mean, I didn't really have any expectations, honestly. Like, I kind of just wanted whatever to happen to happen, you know? So I don't know. I was just like, okay, like, yeah, I'm not gonna say it can't be me. Like, what did I expect? Like, I don't want to say that about myself because I know that I'm destined for greatness. But I will say that I enjoyed the whole process, and I am very, very proud of myself for just going for it and chasing after my dreams and letting life happen. So, yeah. After that, I was like, you know what? I'm still gonna celebrate. So I got me some Starbucks, and I got a brownie, and I sugared myself up, and then I got on the bus and I came home. And yeah, that's how the whole experience went. And honestly, I would audition again. Like, I have to. Like, it's in me. I know I can do it, and I know the more I audition, the better I'll become at it. And I know, like, it's just one of those muscles that I have to work out, you know. So I'm excited. I'm honestly excited. This video is becoming long. I'm just gonna cut it at follow your dreams. No matter how nerve-wracking it may be, no matter how scared you are, no matter how many odds are against you, follow your dreams. You don't have to have it all figured out right now, but start somewhere, because everyone starts somewhere. So anyway, thank you guys for watching my video. Thumbs up. I don't know why, but just give me a thumbs up. Click that bell to subscribe. And yeah, thanks you guys for watching. Talk to you later.